some of the dysfunction in boards that I see in the startup community are the founders' faults, and it happens in two ways. It happens first off when founders, they optimize to valuation as opposed to like the individual or the firm that they want to work with, and then you end up with some misalignment. So you have people that own a lot of the business wanting something out of the business that's different from what you want. That creates a very difficult environment. And then the second is that a lot of founders who are great leaders of their teams don't think to apply those same principles to their boards, because it's like this weird perceived power dynamic where they think, well, the board members or investors are in all these boards. They're going to tell us what to do. But then a vacuum's filled and then investors fill it and no one likes that. So I think the best boards, and Justworks board is the opposite of this, are run with great intention. So our board is Isaac, the founder, myself. We have 4 independents and 2 investors on the board. Each of those independents was specifically chosen. Those investors at their particular rounds, they weren't like the highest valuation deals. They were the individuals who most aligned with what the company wanted to do. And then as we run board meetings, we send out very detailed materials a week in advance. The expectation is that board members have read those materials, so we don't never flip through a deck. And then what we do is we sit down. I'm super clear around what I want to get out of the board of the meeting. And then we also then go round robin, board one idea at a time until we exhaust it, just writing on the board from after reviewing the materials what each board member wants to talk about. Once we get everything on the board, then we form an agenda based on those items on the fly. And we have an open agenda that we populate that way. And then we always have a presentation, typically something that was brought up in the prior board meeting that just needed a little bit more preparation to go deep in. And we run our meetings that way. We also do an annual offsite with our board, which is something I had never done prior to doing that at Justworks. And it fosters a level of camaraderie and deep understanding that makes, I think, the board much more productive. And as CEO, makes it something I get energy from. A lot of CEOs don't get energy from their boards, and that's a shame because they can be architected that way.